Well, everyone, we have reached pretty much the climax of Dragon Ball Super. There's only a very few episodes left. Episode 131 will indeed be the final episode of Dragon Ball Super. So, obviously, we're closing in on the end. And we expected that some big-time spoilers, episode titles would be coming soon, and we've got them. Courtesy of the homie Tinder Ken Xyro. Make sure y'all check him out for the translations. Let's go ahead and hop in. So what we have here, we have a episode titles for episode 128 and 129. Now 127 is actually the episode that will be playing on the 11th and 10th. 128 is the episode that'll be playing, I think, on the 17th or 18th. I gotta be careful here, because one of these weeks coming up, there's no episode of Dragon Ball Super. I'm actually not completely sure which one. I think it's the 24th, 25th, but again, I'm not completely certain on that. I should have checked that before I started the video. Damn it. Oh, well. Anyway, we're jumping in. So, here's the episode 128 title. Prideful till the end, Vegeta falls. So, with this title, not only is Vegeta falling, but so is my dream, my hope of a conclusion of Vegito versus Jiren. We've seen Vegito twice before at this point. We saw Super Saiyan Vegito square up with Buhan, do a lot of fighting with Buhan, dominated him, but did not finish the job because he got absorbed, and he wanted to, free Gohan, Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks, right? Then we see Vegito again against Merge Zamasu. Again, in both the anime and the manga, Vegito dominates Zamasu, but does not finish the job. I was hoping that a perfect send-off for Dragon Ball Super would be Vegito, finishing one of these jobs. Vegito coming out, taking Jiren out. Let's be real here. From everything we've seen from Jiren, Ultra Instinct is dope, but it's how the fuck that shit can really go up against Jiren? It's incredible. But, Jiren is on another level. Goku and Vegeta are doing everything. They're completely, Kaioken times 20, Vegeta, his new form. Again, I'm not going to call it any crazy name. I'm just literally going to refer to it as Vegeta's new form until we get the official name, which will happen sometime in the future. Probably from either Dragon Ball Heroes or Dokkan will get the official name of Vegeta's new form. They're going, as hard as they can against Jiren. And, they're kind of, even. And then Jiren is going to push it up to another level. It's to me, then they fuse Vegito. That's how they take down Jiren. Perfect. A lot, Dragon Ball Super, a lot of Dragon Ball Super was talking about, if only Goku and Vegeta could work together, if they could combine their forces, they might be able to fight Beerus, they could do this, they could do that. And, that has been kind of a theme that's happened a lot throughout Super. They did it against, obviously, Merge Zamasu. They fought side by side. They fused in the Vegito and fought him. Then here, in Tournament of Power, they've been fighting side by side, going up against Jiren. So, end up in a culmination of then, I think, Vegito taking it down. That would have been really cool, but this does seem to indicate to me that Vegeta will likely be knocked out or disqualified. And it will be up to probably at this point Goku and Frieza to take down Jiren. Now, it is not a guarantee that Vegeta gets knocked out here, but I kinda am getting that indication. Those fake spoilers, the only thing about those fake spoilers I really cared about is Vegito, man. That shit would have been so lit. But anyway, let's go to episode 129, Break Through the Limit, Mastering Ultra Instinct. So, many people have talked about how, Goku has the defensive form of Ultra Instinct. Could he master it later on? Would that be, kind of that red aura that we saw in, a scan or a poster or a teaser way back when of, Ultra Instinct Goku with kind of a reddish glow, a reddish aura to it? Could Vegeta get the offensive Ultra Instinct and Goku gets the defensive Ultra Instinct? So many different things. This title basically gives it away. Looks like Goku is going to be going Ultra Instinct again in episode 129. Now, I don't know. Here's what we need to consider, too. I'm very nervous about how Dragon Ball Super is going to end now, because there's only 131 episodes, right? So, in episode 129, Goku is going to be Ultra Instinct fighting Jiren. After that, there's 2 episodes left. Like, I almost wonder if, like, the fucking fight is going to finish, like, at the end of 129 or at the beginning of 130, because I would presume we need, like, a wrap-up of this. Like, a full episode wrap-up of the Tournament of Power and Universal Survival arc. All of these universes, just, again, kind of a presumption of mine is that whoever wins, the wish is probably going to be used to restore all of the universes that were eliminated. Like, moving forward, that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. And I would expect some sort of, like, wrap-up or closure with many of these plot lines for a lot of these characters. Like, Kabe, like, all the Universe 6 Saiyans, like, I would imagine we'd have to see something with that. And, like, Jiren, like, sometime soon, like, we need some info about Jiren. Like, that's what, I'm just getting nervous, because I think, like, this shit is gonna just cut off, and all of this shit is gonna go explain, and it's gonna piss me off, because I got really mad at the end of the Future Trunks arc, because it's like, they fuse, and they're Vegito, and they're fighting, and then, like, 1 second passes by, and the arc is over. It's like, wait, what happened? Son, like, where did everything go? Like, wait, Trunks went where? Can we talk about this? No? Okay, wait, Whis is gonna go to the future and do what? What? Oh, okay, we're just not talking about this. I'm concerned that that's gonna happen again here, man. And, like, looking at this, like, whew, man, that's not gonna be cool if they're just gonna cut it off. And like, I feel like a lot of people will say, oh, well, it's a good thing if they leave it, you know, kind of, like, not wrapped up or kind of open-ended, like, you know, that opens up for the return of Dragon Ball Super in the future. And it's like, I'm just not so optimistic. I'm not going to get my hopes up for nothing. I would love Dragon Ball Super to return. I would love for it to end on a cliffhanger and then, like, we get a continuation, but there's no guarantee of that. Like, I would like this shit to be kind of, like, wrapped up. And then, like, for me, the perfect scenario would be this. So we get 128. Vegeta falls. He's defeated but not wrung out. 129 is Goku versus Jiren, Ultra Instinct. Goku loses as Ultra Instinct. Then at 130, they fuse into Vegito. They defeat Jiren, or they tie with Jiren. Maybe Vegito and Jiren, like, knock each other out, and then Frieza's the last one on the ring and wins. I don't know, something along those lines. And then, like, that could be the start of 130, and then, or maybe, I don't know, maybe the end of 129. But then we could continue and, like, get closure for all this. Like, it's just, it's very hard for me to believe that all this shit's gonna get wrapped up in so few episodes. That's why I know, like, this shit's just gonna cut off, and, like, there's a million threads that are not gonna be closed. So, okay, here, I thought. So 129, Ultra Instinct, Goku versus Jiren. Goku loses. The cliffhanger into 130 will be them about to fuse, something like that. 130 will be Vegito versus Jiren. Again, this is what I'd like to see happen. And then, you know, Vegito wins at the end of 130. And then 131, like, the first, I don't know, 17 or 18 minutes of the episode could be, like, the wrap-up. Like, we get something with Kabe, the Wish, all this shit. You know, they could, if they moved at a brisk pace, they could wrap all this shit up. Then, the very end of the episode would be Goku, like, leading into his training with Goten, when Bulma and Vegeta showed up at the end of Dragon Ball Z, and then they went to the tournament with Oob. Like, obviously, 131 has to go into Goku, like, about to go to that tournament and fight Oob. Like, that would work perfectly, because obviously that's when Dragon Ball Super is taking place, in between Kibu being defeated and then, you know, going to see Oob. So, we'll see. We also have more details for episode 128. We have some translations of what Ken has for us here. So, Prideful to the end, Vegeta falls. The invincible Jiren, fate of Vegeta's challenge is. Looking at how badly Goku is covered in wounds, Vegeta goes to fight Jiren all alone. Even though he takes all of Jiren's fierce onslaught, Vegeta continues to fight for his pride as a Saiyan. But, so, looks like in episode 127, 17 is probably going to be, eliminated. I think Goku and Vegeta are probably going to get fucked up maybe, halfway through the episode. 17 is going to kind of, sacrifice himself to kind of save Goku and Vegeta from being eliminated. And then 17 will be eliminated. And then Vegeta is kind of going to will himself to fight Jiren until Goku is able to recover enough, and he's going to go into Ultra Instinct, this we know. But it looks like 127 will be 17 being defeated, 128 is going to be Vegeta being defeated, and then 129 we have Ultra Instinct Goku. So that leads us into This Week in Goku, intently observing Vegeta's intense battle. Goku intently watches over Vegeta's do-or-die battle. What exactly is Goku thinking about, and will he be able to recover in time to fight Jiren once more? Obviously, we know that he is going to go Ultra Instinct one final time. And will he defeat Jiren in Ultra Instinct? I would personally, again, well, I've already talked about it a million times throughout this video, but I'd like to see Ultra Instinct lose and then Vegeta kind of, take care of business. But, also Frieza, Frieza's gonna come back into play at some point during one of these episodes. I presume at the very end, Vegeta might, or no, I said Vegeta, but Frieza might very well be the winner of the Tournament of Power. Like Jiren and Goku could knock each other out or something like that, and then Frieza is indeed the winner. How is Frieza gonna be wrapped up? What the fuck is gonna happen with him? I just have a lot of questions that I want answered, god damn it, and it's not gonna happen. Frieza, I was so upset when Frieza was announced to be coming back for the Universal Survival Arc, and then Frieza has done nothing but steal the show every time he's on screen. It made me, I loved Angel Frieza. I was never the biggest fan of just Frieza. Cyborg Frieza was a bitch, Golden Frieza was a bitch, Final Form Frieza in the Namek Saga was cool and all that, but after, Goku went Super Saiyan, Frieza turned into a little hoe, basically, the rest of that arc. So, I was not super crazy about Frieza coming back, but Frieza has always felt like he's been one step ahead throughout this entire arc, and I was just getting more and more excited. What's Frieza gonna do? How is this gonna be resolved? And once we got the news that Dragon Ball Super is ending, and now all of this, Frieza is just gonna get bitched over, and it's just gonna be wrapped up super quick. I'm very nervous. The whole point of this video, y'all, is I am very nervous on how Dragon Ball Super is gonna end. I am praying that they don't fuck up the end of this arc like they did the Future Trunks arc. We'll see. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to Ken Xyro for all the translations. The homie Yanko Productions for having the scans. All of that shit. Shout outs to everyone. Later, y'all. Dragon Ball Super, please end on a good note. Please!